Between two decent sides this afternoon, and both sides worked really hard for the point.
Yeah, I think you only need to look at their lineup and where they're positioned in the league to know that they're a team that like to move the ball and have picked up a number of points. And you can see why, because offensively they look very strong, and defensively they didn't really give us many opportunities.
There's a slight change in formation this afternoon in front of the home crowd to a 4-3-3. What was the thinking behind that?
Ask the gaffer. I think their shape. Obviously, we needed to utilise our fullbacks as much as possible, and with that shape, I think if we'd have gone 4-4-2, we may have gotten overrun a little bit. But I think as a club now and as a squad, we're getting to that versatility stage where if we'd needed to have changed it after 10 minutes, we could have changed it. But I thought first half, I thought we combated and kind of pressurised them fairly well.
Yeah, exactly, and I think just shaded it in the first half in terms of possession, but obviously let off the hook a little bit towards the end of the half when Agpro went through on goal.
Yeah, you need that luck in games of football, and the past 20 games kind of maybe we haven't had that rub of the green. I think Quezzy's disappointed in the change room because he thinks that he should be taking touches and getting his shot off towards the end. I think if you look overall, yeah, they've maybe had one or two more chances than us, but it was a fairly even game where defences were on top for a bit, and their forward line was obviously a threat throughout.
Yeah, and I thought change things around a little bit in the second half. Sully Kai and Luke Chadwick coming on just helped to stem the flow a little bit. Just an extra man in midfield, and obviously added a different dimension to the attack. Yeah,
without a doubt. Chad has obviously got vast experience, and he's a player who we know that if he's on the pitch, we need to give him the ball. And Sully's the type of player that you don't want to come up against with 30 minutes to go, because the kid's got great ability and pace to burn, and that kind of offered us another outlet really, and just freshened things up.
Of course, and at the other end, Shrewsbury still always a threat on the break, but I thought United defended really, really well, and the clean sheet was much deserved.
Yeah, that's not just a back 4-5. I think that's as a team. We're getting to a stage now where we can kind of learn the game a little bit more with regards to not chasing balls and leaving ourselves exposed, and kind of if they're getting shots off, we're backing Danny to make a save, as he did really well towards the end.
Of course, and obviously the boss has talked about openly in the media this week about defence and just needing to tighten things up a little bit, and obviously the perfect response this afternoon.
Yeah, that could have happened 10 games ago. With regards to keeping clean sheets and whatnot, but I think defensively, I think we've just conceded sloppy goals. We'll defend well for 89 minutes and have just conceded a sloppy goal. So I know there's no alarm bells ringing, but players know that if we want to do well in this league and not just be a mediocre team, we need to be picking up more points and not kind of throwing them away at death of games.
Of course, a few great ways to mark your return with that clean sheet as well.
It's always nice as a defender to keep clean sheets, and for me, I'm no different to anyone else that's out there. And for me, that's 7 months almost that I've been out, and it's the first 90 minutes that I've played. And that's credit to the staff, and from the surgeon to Greg to Guy to and for me working hard to get back to where I am now.
Of course, and you say a really long road back. It must be a real relief to be back out there playing again with the boys.
Yeah, the worst thing is the fact that all the lads are putting the boots on and going out training, and I'm going into the treatment room or going to the gym on my own, and it's getting your head around that. And I kind of said to myself early doors that what will be will be. The surgeon said to me just as I'm having the anaesthetic that it's the worst injury that I could have had, and that just adds fuel to the fire for me that I was going to prove a point to myself, even though I'm 31 years old, that I feel fitter than what I have done at any other stage maybe in my career, and I'm hungry to keep putting on the shirt and playing games of football.
Yeah, of course, it was obviously great to see you back, and I think I speak for all the United fans, and obviously confident now going into the Cup replay up at Mansfield on Tuesday.
The FA Cup is a lovely competition to be a part of, and the carrot is a home tie against a Mansfield team who I think we was unfortunate, and on our day we would have beaten them here initially, but it's the joy of the FA Cup, and the longer you're in it, the more money the club can generate, the more exposure it gets to our club, to our players, and the more chance we've got of playing against a really good side.
So, well, great to have you back here, and well done on the clean sheet.
Thanks very much. Thank you.